What's up, everybody? Bryce with Harbor Golf Sim back here with you. Got a different kind of test today. So today we are testing different lengths of shafts and drivers. I've done a lot of messing around with this in the past. So I have many options here. Well, three options really. I got a standard length driver, which is my new Titleist driver. And then this is my last year's driver, this Srixon ZX5. And then I have a shaft that's a 3-wood length, and then a small, even smaller shaft that's like a 7-wood length. We're just going to be testing out, how much distance do you lose the shorter you go? Does it help you with dispersion? What's it do to your spin? Just kind of all the driver characteristics that you would want to know. And if doing something like this would be beneficial for you, or if it's just a myth or stupid idea. So one thing a lot of people don't know, if they don't know much about building clubs, is anytime you cut down a shaft, especially, well, any shaft, but definitely a wood shaft, when you cut down a driver shaft this much, it's going to really throw off your swing weight. So the shorter you go, the more weight you have to add to the head. So like, for example, this standard driver, my Titleist with the standard length shaft, comes with a swing weight of about D4, D3. When you put the 3-wood, well, this is an actual driver shaft that I cut to 3-wood length, but when you put this shaft on there, you're cutting off a decent amount of weight from it. So that's why you got to add weight to the head. So that's why you'll see on this Srixon driver, there's lead tape on there. And then this weight here, I had to even go and get aftermarket weights that were heavier than, what comes with it. So the shorter you go, the more weight you got to add to the head to get the swing balance the same. Or the swing weight the same. So they feel the same to you when you got them down at address and you're just feeling the weight of them. So that's one thing to note. But yeah, we'll go through this. Today we're going to be tracking, let me pull up my chart. We're going to be tracking ball speed, total carry, total distance, spin, dispersion, and then peak height. Because obviously we don't want it launching too high or too low depending on where we go with the shaft. So the first one I'm going to do is just the standard length driver. That'll kind of give us a baseline. And then we'll go shorter and shorter from there and just kind of see where it puts us. All right, let's do it. All right, so first up, this is a standard length driver. This is my gamer. I got it set up kind of down here over just the corner of this hump right here as my start line or my aiming line. That way we'll try and, there's a bunch of fairway over this hill, so we can try and keep it in play a little more so we can get better numbers. Do 10 shots of each club, and then I'll take the best 4 or 5 and get the averages, because I'm sure I'm going to hit some bad ones. That was a pretty good one to start. .170 ball speed, I'll take that. .3300 spin though, that's not very good. That was a little drop kicky. Little toe banger. Good result though. 2100 spin, 289 carry. You can get away with toe strikes. Heels, not so much. Oh, that was off the toe again. And pushed a little bit. Not terrible though, for me. That was a good one. Center of the face. A little tight draw down there. 285 carry, 170 ball, 2700 spin. A little high on the spin, but I like that shot. Oh boy, here we go with the tees again. Oh, it's back here. That was good too. That dog will hunt. Ready. 294 carry, 173 ball speed. Wow, that might be my highest ever in here. 2600 spin. Yeah, that's a good drive for me, that's for sure. A little low on the face. Still got it good though. Oh, don't go on that rough. I want to see the total distance. All right. 296 carry, 173 ball speed again. Wow, 2500 spin. Straight. That's as good as I can do right there.
Ready.
Another good one. Not sure what's going on today, guys. I suck at driving. I'm not sure how this is happening. 286 carry. 115 ball speed, 2600 spin. I'll take that. I'm telling you guys, it's the Tiger Low Tee. Saved my life. Oh, that's washed. Oh no, I thought I pushed that a little bit. It's actually hammered. I think it's going to be a hard case to make for the short drivers today. Wow. I'm surprising myself right now. 298 carry, 173 ball speed again, and 2387 spin. I probably don't even need to waste too much more energy hitting shots. I don't think I need to do 10. There's plenty of good ones in here. I'll hit one more just to show you guys that I suck, and this is not normal.
Ready.
Oh, that was a drop kick. See? That's more like it. All right. That's the standard link driver, Titleist GT2. 10C 1K black shaft, extra stiff. I'll get them charted up and then I'll go down to the 3-wood shaft. All right, well, I didn't mention this before, but my stock link driver is a 9-degree head, and I have it in the C1 position for Titleist, which is minus 0.75. So it's playing at 8 1/4 loft. And then the Srixon, this is a 8.5-degree head, so I just turned it down 1/4 to make it the same loft. Still rocking with the old Wilson ball. Good one to start. Oh, come on, T. 290 carry, 169 ball speed, 2100 spin. But once again, guys, if you're gonna do this, make sure you add weight to the head. You will be spraying the ball all over the planet if you don't. A little toey, got away with it. Oh, I need to put up the Pro Tee. As you can see, that was a little off the toe. 281 carry, 166 ball. So in the first couple, we're definitely losing a little bit of ball speed here. Spin's good though, 2200. High on the face, little toe side. It's hanging in there. If we were aimed down the middle of the fairway, that would be left. 278 carry, 164 ball. All right, guys, so I just had one of the joys of shooting YouTube video moments happen to me. Camera died after 3 shots. I hit 10 without realizing the last 7 weren't being recorded. So, yeah, we're gonna hit 7 more, then average out all the numbers. It sucks too, because I hit a lot of really good shots that would have been very useful to have on camera. So here we go again. Let's see if we can repeat it. Or if we got stiff in the 20 minutes while it was charging. Not bad. Center of the face. Not great. 270 carry. Definitely not as good as the ones I just put on camera, or off camera, I should say.
Ready.
But I will keep some of those shots just to make sure the data is correct, you know. But I want to definitely put some more on video. Drop kick. And just like I thought would happen, after sitting on the couch for 20 minutes waiting for the camera to charge, I'm gonna get tighter and not hit very good shots.
Ready.
That was a good one though. We can use that one. Little toe side. 282 carry. 163 ball speed. 1900 spin. 1950. Almost 2000. That's why I went far though. That's a good one too. Still a little bit toey. Oh, that one only had 1750 spin. So the spin's actually lower with this shorter shaft. That's interesting. 283 carry, club speed's down. As you'd expect with a shorter shaft, you're gonna lose some club speed. Oh, that's terrible. That was just pushed. High spinner. That thing probably went about 263, I'd guess. Oh, 277. Club speed went back up a little bit. 2900 spin.
Ready.
113 club speed. Got that back up a little bit. That was a good one right there. Toe strike. But like I said, I don't really mind toe strikes. At least for my swing, I seem to hit them pretty good. I might lose a little bit of efficiency, but 287 carry, 2236 spin, 147 smash. So yeah, and that's only with a 112 mile an hour swing. So you can definitely get away with the toe, or at least I can. I don't know. Everybody's different. Now if I hit it off the heel,
Ready.
it goes about 240 with about 4,000 spin, which no one wants. Center strike, right over the target. That one probably spun a little more. 280 carry, 111 club speed, 166 ball speed, 149 smash though, that's good. 2600 spin. So that's probably like an ideal drive. Like good numbers for this shaft setup, I would say. That's gonna be the numbers where you're gonna hit the most consistent how do I want to say this? Non-wild shots. You got to get that spin up a little bit. And when it was down in those 1900s when I first started the reshoot, that's something I mean, it looks great when it goes straight, but when it doesn't, it just falls out of the air.
Ready.
Lose a lot of control when the spin gets that low. Oh, that was toey. How many is that? That was only 109 club speed. 18. All right, let's do one more. See if we can hit one more good one. I don't like ending on that. Worst swing of the day. Well, besides the last one of the standard link driver when I put bad thoughts in my head. Well, that one was pretty bad too, right there. All right. One more good one. That's a good one. We'll keep that one. See a little bit toe side again. Not a lot, just barely, but probably gave me good numbers. 285 carry, 2343 spin, 113 club speed, 147 smash, and 167.6 ball speed. All right, so that'll do it for the 3-wood link shaft. This shaft's basically the same shaft. It's a Tennessee white 1K, 70 gram extra stiff, so That's a black. This is a white. They're really close in similarities. So yeah, that one's also a 70 gram. I don't think I mentioned that last time. All right, so I'll go out in the shop. I'm gonna have to add some more weight to this head now to get that super short, like it's like a 7-wood-ish length shaft, so a little bit longer than like a 3 hybrid, but definitely shorter than a 3-wood and somewhere in between a 5 and a 7-wood, I think. So yeah, I'll go make those changes and come back for the last part after I chart these numbers. All right, so we're back. As you can see here, here's the new tape, and then this weight right here, I had a 16 gram weight in there. I switched it out for a 20, and then I had to add about 10 strips of tape back here just to get it up to the same swing weight as the other one. So you'll be taping a lot, you'll be adding a lot of weight, trying to figure out the best ways to put it on your club to kind of spread it throughout the head. Another thing I did forget to mention, this Strixon, this is the low spin model, so this driver is a lot less forgiving than the Titleist GT2. This would be equivalent to like the GT3 or GT4 in the Titleist line. So this thing definitely should give you a little bit lower spin, and it should also be less forgiving than that club for sure. So take that into account when we're hitting these shots. I would say the dispersion was, for this being a low spin driver and dropping down to that 3-wood link shaft, I think dispersion was pretty good. We'll see in the final numbers, but it felt like it was probably a little bit better than what it was in the standard length. So here we go with the shorty. God, this thing looks so short. It's so weird. I feel like I'm hitting a hybrid with a monster head on it. That is low. So back last year when I was messing around with this stuff, this was the first shaft I went to because I was driving it so bad. I was like, all right, how extreme can we get? How short can we go to keep this thing in the fairway? So I went to this really short shaft first. And honestly, I don't know. Swings changed, so maybe it'll be different today, but I wasn't a huge fan of it. I think it was a little too extreme. But here we go. Let's hit 10 shots and see how it goes. That was a good one. Off the toe a little bit again, just like all my good drives. Let's see what those numbers are. 281 carry. Only spun at 1900 though. That's pretty good though. But see, look at the club speed dropping down to 109.9. Smash is still at 147, so if I hit it in the center of the face, probably have a better smash, but that's not a huge drop in distance, honestly.
Ready.
Gotta stand oddly close to this. Drop kicked it. Hit the ground first. It's just so short. You just don't feel like you should stand that close to a driver. It really messes with your instincts when they're this short. And if I remember right, I think that's what was happening to me out on the course too. I was hitting a lot of toe hooks. So let's see if I can catch one off the... Let's even see if I can hit the heel. Just kind of overcorrect here. That was definitely off the heel. Oh, felt like it was on the heel and it was in the center. That one should be pretty good then. .271 carry, 148 smash factor, 107 club speed though. So the club speed's down 10 miles an hour pretty much from what the standard link driver was. I would suspect that it's also going lower. It looks, at least to me, like it's going lower. I guess we'll find out when we tally everything up, but definitely looks lower to me. And I can't seem to keep the spin up at all. These are all, I think they've all been below 2,000. I just can't keep it off the toe, man. Yeah, so this is a really extreme example. I don't think many sane people would put a shaft this short in their driver. At the end, I'll take it out of the club and show you the actual shaft lengths for each of them. But this, I really got to try to hit it off the heel to even get close to the center with this thing. So yeah, we're losing a lot of consistency here. Back down to that 106.9 club speed. 157 ball speed. I mean, and still, that was a slice, which should spin more. It only spun at 2,073. Ooh, just burped. We don't cut out burps on this channel. Or shanks. I was hitting center. Just have no idea where it's going. No idea. .275 carry. 112 club speed. I swung hard at that one. 164 ball, 2,700 spin. So the slice actually helped that one bring the spin up.
Ready.
But like I said, right now I have zero feel for where it's gonna go. So scared of it going hard left that I'm making it go right. That's not a good thing. T-Mobile internet, huh? Cool. Actually hit that one pretty good. I think. Felt like it was going right again though. Come on, T-Mobile. We're almost done here. Well, it did read on the Pro Tee, so that means the Pro Tee's working, but the internet's not. So that one was 2,700 spin, 164 ball, 270 carry. So yeah, definitely read it. That's a different shot than the one that's showing on the screen. But as you can see, the spins are inconsistent, the ball flight's inconsistent. That's a good one. Swung hard at that one, I think. Felt like I did, or maybe I'm just getting tired. 274 carry, 2,048 spin, 162 ball speed, 109 club speed. How many is that? 8. 2 more.
Ready.
I don't know if you guys can see it, but when I'm addressing this ball now, I'm putting it all the way on the heel to try and get this thing centered up. That was low in the face. That should run though. See, the strikes are just all over the map. .259 carry, 2200 spin, 284 total length. Got some good roll out there because it was so low. 111 club speed, 146 smash. Just can't find the center or even close to it, honestly. Last one. That was hit good. Right in the center of the face. Didn't launch at all, just a little low bullet. 258 carry, 2034 spin, 111 club speed, 164 ball speed. So yeah, that'll do it for this. I'll chart this. I'll come back here. I'll pull the shafts out of the clubs and show you the difference in the length. And then we'll do a little outro and look at all the numbers. All right, so here we go. Here's the three shafts. This is the Titleist standard length driver. This is the driver shaft cut down to 3-wood. This is the driver shaft cut down to basically 5-wood, 7-wood length. There's the difference in height. So, I don't know if you guys can see this, but I'll hold it like this. That's the difference. So it's pretty drastic. I got a tape measure over here. So that 5-wood shaft, or that short shaft, is 3.5 inches shorter, and the 3-wood shaft is 2 inches shorter than the standard length driver shaft. Stock shaft that came in my driver with the Titleist. This with the tip included is 44 inches. So yeah, that should be a good reference for you guys. Oh great, now I got this. I'll turn around and worry about that later. So yeah, the numbers are, I'm sure you could tell from the shots what was going to happen. We'll go over those here in a second. Bryce with Harbor Golf Sim. This is just one of the many benefits of building the golf simulator in your house or at work. You can do tests like this. You don't have to go out. You don't have to do this and go out to the driving range and add weight, or you can't really trust driving range balls. You can come in here with the golf ball that you play and get the exact numbers of the shots and figure out what works for you. So if you're looking for a golf simulator in Western Washington, that's Washington State. We build them, anything from small garage setups to full rooms like this to commercial. So our website will be in the description. The Pro T launch monitors for sale on our website. The BenQ, there's 4 different BenQ projectors for sale on our website, and Carl's Place screens and mats and accessories. So you can buy all that off our website. You can give me a call if you have any questions, or you can reach out via email if you have any questions about simulator builds. And if you're local and you're looking for something to get built in your house or your business, give me a call, reach out, email. We'll come make it happen for you. Thanks for watching. All right, everybody, here's the results from the driver shaft test. Sorry for all the colors. I was just kind of trying to make it easier to read and see the difference in each thing. So in this chart, I compared the 3-wood shaft directly to the standard length and then the 7-wood shaft directly to the standard length. I did not compare these two against each other. I just didn't think that really mattered. So both of these numbers down here compared directly to the standard shaft. So as you can see here with the 3-wood, pretty good numbers. Probably something most of you guys that would be looking into doing something like this should look at. You only lose 2.38 miles an hour in ball speed. So 166 versus 169. Difference in carry was only 2.45 yards. This difference in total distance was only 3 yards basically. You only lose 121 RPMs of spin. And then it was 2.42 yards closer to the center line. If you see right here, 13 versus 16. So the dispersion was definitely a little bit better. Peak height, 118 versus 117 for 1.21 feet. Doesn't matter. Won't hurt you. It's so minimal it wouldn't matter. But over here, when we're talking about dropping to this really short shaft, you see some really drastic changes. So you lose 6.22 miles an hour in ball speed. You lose 20 yards of carry. 20 yards. That's a lot. You lose 12 yards in total distance because it was launching so low. We were getting more rollout. You lose 400 RPMs of spin, which is a lot. That's bringing in those knuckleballs. And look at this. The reason everyone would go to a short shaft, at least why I would, was try and get more accurate off the tee. It actually got 3.51 yards worse. And then this is the crazy part too. The difference in peak height is 43 feet. 74 feet versus 118. So you're just hitting low little screamers that you can't control. I mean, that's why when I switched to this originally, trying to fix my accuracy, I got it in my hands and I was like, this thing's terrible. You know, you just got to stand so close to it. It just feels weird. It's hard to hit it in the center of the face. It doesn't launch high. It just turned out to be a big problem. So obviously I think that's why they don't make drivers in this length. They kind of know what they're doing out there. But the 3-wood shaft, 3-wood shaft link, I keep saying 3-wood shaft, but it's a driver shaft, 70-gram shaft. Just cut down and added a little weight to the head. But these numbers are pretty good. This would be something even going forward I might look into a little more. I'm not worried about losing 3 yards of carry and 3 yards of total distance. If I can hit more fairways, that's a great thing. So pretty interesting numbers. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Please like and subscribe. It really helps the channel. We're trying to grow this thing. I'm going to be coming out with weekly videos for the next 2 or 3 months to see if we can get some traction here. Obviously, if we don't get much traction, who knows what will happen. But yeah, please like and subscribe. It really helps.